Hey, how's it going, art nerds, and welcome back to another video by yours truly, Daddy Mark. And in today's video, that will hopefully be a short one, I'm gonna be doing a video that I'm personally very excited for. Okay, so I know you guys read the title and yada yada yada, so I know you probably clicked on this video because you wanna see me draw cartoons that you may or may not like in an anime style, or even more accurately, my style. And yes, while I will do that, I've been thinking to myself, how do I make drawing for YouTube videos feel less like a waste of time? Because although I love making videos, the actual recording, writing, and producing the actual video aspect, unfortunately, I hate the drawing part because, as I've said in my previous videos, drawing anything that's not comic books, for me, feels like a slog, waste of time, and I hate it. So even though I'm drawing for a video and I love making videos, I still hate drawing for the video. But yeah, so I asked myself, how can I make it so I enjoy drawing stuff for videos, or at least how can I make me having to draw for a YouTube video more productive, And so it hit me like a train moving 90 miles per hour. I can use these videos as an excuse to practice my coloring, Cause like, if you know me at all, or especially if you follow me on my Instagram or Twitter, you know I love Yusuke Murata, and I've been trying to study/copy his marker coloring style, and lately I haven't had the time to do it. Until now. So long story short, I've hated the fact that my art always looks so meh and lazy, and to be honest, kind of trash in these cartoons to anime videos, because it was obvious I was not having fun drawing the characters and I was rushing. And that's because when I was doing it, it felt like I was wasting my time. So in this video, the art quality will be so much better because not only am I redrawing these cartoon characters for your entertainment, but I'm redrawing them and using them as a model to practice my coloring. Ergo, I take my time on them more because I actually care about what I'm doing, and even more ergo, the drawings come out better, killing two birds with one stone. But yeah, like I said, I want this video to be short, so I don't want to rattle on about this in a nonsensically long intro, so no more dilly-dallying, let's get right into the meat and potatoes of this video. In this video, I'm gonna be drawing Western cartoons in an anime style, or better yet, my style. But yeah, like the last two times I've done this, I'm gonna be redrawing 3 characters from 3 different shows, and in this video specifically, I've chosen Jake Long from the Disney show American Dragon, Finn from the Cartoon Network TV show Adventure Time, and thanks to you guys' help on my community post, I put up Dee from Dexters Laboratory. Oh yeah, before I go on, please like and share this video because I really want this series to do well, because this video, at least at the time of me recording this, is by far the most fun I've ever had making a video on this channel. And I want to keep doing this because not only is it fun, it's also an excuse to take time out of my drawing comic schedule to draw fun fan art that is also productive in the sense that I get to improve/practice my coloring, and it turns into a video as well. But yeah, back to the video with our first character here, Jake Long. Okay, so I need to know, am I old, or does it feel like most people in my generation don't know American Dragon? If you do, let me know in the comments below. So yeah, American Dragon was essentially about a dude who can turn into a dragon. I mean, there was more to it, but that's the main gist of it. Like I said in my previous video in this series, we didn't get Disney Channel a lot when I was a kid, but on the rare times that we did, I was obsessed with this show and its badass concept. Matter of fact, when I finish the manga I'm currently working on, my next one might have a similar concept because it's so cool and that's how much I love it. But yeah, you're probably watching me sketch American Dragon, or more specifically Jake Long here, and as I'm sketching, my thoughts are, I want as much an opportunity to practice a lot of the coloring stuff Yusuke Murata, my influence, usually does. So yeah, with the sketch done, and as I'm inking, you can probably see that I've not only sketched out the main character Jake, but I also sketched out his dragon form because I feel like it'll give me more room and opportunity to go crazy with coloring. Plus, it's a challenge. Okay, now as I'm coloring, some of you, especially those of you that watched the previous entries in this series, can see that I'm no longer using a cell shading technique to color. I'm now using a digital marker technique, as it's very obvious that my influence, Yusuke Murata, uses a marker in his own illustrations. Keep in mind, I'm very new to using a marker, so I'm still very fresh and a novice with it. And by the way, I will be using this for the rest of the video, and if this video does well, the rest of this series. And yes, this is Jake Long, aka the American Dragon, drawn in my style. So my final thoughts on this piece is that it is by far my favorite illustration I've done on this series of mine. Although it's quite obvious that I'm still struggling with using a marker technique to color as opposed to the cell shading one I've been doing for years, I still think it came out really nice. And now that I see this, I can't help but think how much of a waste it was for me to draw Ben 10 and Samurai Jack in the previous episodes. You know, they're my 2 favorite characters, when I could have drawn them in this episode and made it look 100 times better with this coloring style. But oh well, it is what it is. Let's move on to the next character for today, which is Finn from Adventure Time. Okay, so as I'm sketching here, some of you may notice that I'm not just sketching and illustrating Finn the human, but I also decided to add Jake the dog. So yeah, that's a little bonus character for this episode for you guys. Cause yeah, it didn't feel right just drawing Finn without Jake. And as for my overall thoughts on Adventure Time, the show, although I liked it, it came on TV right towards the end of that era when I started slowing down on watching cartoons on Cartoon Network and stuff. Which means it came out right before I left for boarding school, I think. But yeah, I still really liked the colorful, fun vibes of the show. Anyways, if you noticed during this inking section, I went for a more grounded interpretation of Adventure Time here, with me making Finn and especially Jake look more realistic, cause I can't imagine drawing these two anywhere near the original art style of the show, even if I tried to like translate that weird art style into my art style. Does that make sense? So yeah, as I'm coloring now, I went for a peaceful, wholesome, and very saturated vibe, and a vibe of an illustration that might make you just go like, aww. And I really think I nailed that, as you'll see in the final image. And that is Finn the human and Jake the dog drawn in my style. It is personally my least favorite of the 3 characters or shows that I do today, but nonetheless, I still like it. I don't know, the way I illustrated it makes it lose the marker look that I was going for, you know, the way Murata does it. But yeah, like I said, I'm still practicing. Anyways, let's move on to the final character and my personal second favorite illustration in this video, Didi from Dexters Lab. So yeah, I watched Dexters Lab a lot when I was a kid. I feel like some of the younger viewers watching this video might not quite catch that one, because I think Dexters Lab is a little old, but still, I love that show. It always aired in the early morning and nighttime for me when I was a kid in Nigeria. And funny enough, I actually liked Didi. She was Dexter's sister. Most people found her annoying, but I actually liked her, because to me, the funniest stuff on that show always happened when Didi was involved. But yeah, with the sketch done, you can see compared to the other 2 illustrations I've done in this video, I went for something far simpler here with Didi, giving her a simple pose that sort of hinted at her personality and innocence. And yeah, as I'm coloring Didi, I literally just used her color scheme from the TV show and made some stylistic changes here and there. And just like that, that's Didi drawn in my style. And like I said, it's my second favorite one I've done in this video, and I really like the simplicity of the pose and colors. I don't know, I just like it. Oh yeah, one last thing, ladies and gentlemen. I looked it up. Didi is 9 years old, so please, only wholesome comments only. Thank you. And yeah, with that done, I've now drawn the American Dragon, Finn from Adventure Time, and Didi from Dexter's Laboratory in my style. I've already told you guys my favorites in order, so please make sure to let me know yours down in the comments below. I'll tell you what, if by some miracle this video gets, I don't know, 10,000 views, I'll redraw Ben and Samurai Jack, as well as 3 new characters for part 4 of this series with the fancy new coloring style. I'm gonna make it dynamic. There might be backgrounds. If I draw Ben 10, I might put the aliens. It's gonna be cool. So if you want that, then you know you're gonna have to do all the YouTube engagement thingamajiggy to get this video up to that many views. But like I said, I won't do it until they get those views. But yeah, shout out to my patrons for producing this video and supporting this channel. And I don't need to keep repeating it, but I will because I feel like it. So yeah, without my patrons, I'd be starving and eating 2 slices of bread for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. So thanks to them that I don't do that. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video and especially enjoyed this series, make sure to give it a like, share it with your uncle or grandmother's daughter's uncle or sister or whatever, so the video can do well. Because if it does well, I will definitely bring it back and bring it back more often. And last but not least, don't forget to subscribe to the channel because that helps the channel out a lot. Until next time, my beautiful art nerds, it has been I, Didi. Don't forget to kiss your mama mark. Peace and love, baby.